Who have you been sleeping with?
Joe, I promise you, since you and I have been together, I've not slept with another woman. I promise you that.
What about a man?
What the fuck did you just ask me?
I see the way you look at them when you think I'm not paying attention. I see it. The pool boy in the Hamptons, my driver, the guy the other night at the opera. I see it all, Carl.
You have no idea how much I hate coming up into this motherfucking house sometimes. Every day, Joanna, if it ain't you, telling me what to wear, how to look, calling the shots over my head.
Are you gay?
How you gonna ask me a question like that?
How do you marry a woman and then turn around and let a man bend you over?
Ain't nobody bending me over.
Oh, so you doing the bending? Is that what it is?
I don't wake up holding another man, walking down the street holding some man's hands. That's gay, okay? That ain't me.
Hey, do you guys want to go to the park, maybe?
After this?
You do? Well, only if I get ice cream.
But this family is far from conventional.
Cute.
Thank you.
Are they yours?
They're ours, yeah.
Oh, they're yours? Oh. Are you sisters, or what do you mean?
No, we are their parents.
You're gay and you have kids?
Yes.
This waitress can't seem to digest what she's hearing and seeing.
It's bad enough that you're lesbians, but that they don't have a father, I think that's kind of bad. You don't feel uncomfortable, people watching you?
Other patrons take notice, but they don't say a word.
I mean, isn't it bad for the kids?
No, I think that we're excellent parents.
What these diners don't know is that the gay parents, their children, and the waitress are all actors. We've coached them in commonly used discriminatory remarks.
My heart's going boom, boom, boom.
Will people in this conservative part of Texas step up to defend this non-traditional family?
I just think it's terrible. I think they need a dad. Don't you want a
We're
dad?
fine.
But this man at the next table is not fine.
Sorry, but you're just being rude. So,
What do you mean being rude?
He escorts the waitress away for a timeout and a lesson in Southern manners.
it's completely inappropriate that when someone comes into a restaurant to have breakfast with your family, that you question their life choices.
I just feel like I'm entitled to my
And you are
opinion, and I'm
entitled to
just
your own
uncomfortable.
opinion, but this is not the place where you need to voice your opinion.
Okay, let me put the order in. I apologize.
Still, it doesn't appear that the waitress has learned her lesson. Watch as she tries to get others to join her cause.
Is it just me that's upset?
That doesn't bother me at all.
It doesn't bother you either?
No.
It doesn't
Actually,
bother
your
you?
behavior bothered me.
You don't think it's bad for the kids to not have a dad?
No.
So our actress decides to take matters into her own hands. Texas is one of 29 states where gays can be refused service.
I think you guys should just leave because you've disturbed them, you're disturbing everybody else.
You need to get out.
No, I'm not leaving. I have to work here. No, I have to.
No, you are by far the worst waitress I have ever seen in this restaurant, ever. You are a horrible person and you're a horrible waitress. Like, you need to leave. You need to physically leave this restaurant right now.
Someone else to take care of.
Homosexuality and gay parenting are hot-button issues, particularly in red states like Texas. So we wondered, is this heroic intervention a fluke?
Okay, everybody, we are rolling.
Back in the dining room,
Are you guys a couple?
Yeah.
And you're raising kids like that?
Yeah, because there are two beautiful children.
Well, they need dads.
this time the waitress is even more unpleasant.
I'm not the one in public kissing all over another woman in front of my kids. That's not. I actually have morals and standards.
Prompting this man to take a surprising approach.
You believe in Jesus?
Do I? What are you trying to tell me?
Don't judge. It's okay. I'll never judge you, and I try not to judge other people.
But the waitress doesn't follow his spiritual guidance.
I mean, your parents to these little kids, she's going to turn out gay just like you because you have no dad in this family.
Distraught, he appears to be looking for a manager, but instead, he storms out the door. What is he up to? A few minutes later, Donovan returns and delivers this note.
It says, "Hello, friends. I know it doesn't mean much, but I love you all. You have a beautiful family, and I pray that one person's judgmental intolerance does not in any way put a damper on your hearts or minds. In the words of MLK Jr., in the end, we remember not the words of our enemies, but the silence of our friends. Donovan."
This actress, who in real life happens to be gay, is clearly touched beyond her role.
That means so much. Thank you so much.
But when our waitress doesn't back off, our gentle man takes a stronger stand.
I'm a human being that has the same feelings and everything. They're
That's all. That's it. You're not king. You're not God. You have no choices. You have no place to put anybody in their place.
Hello, sir. This is all part of the TV show, What Would You Do?
Oh, man.
They're actors. We wanted to see if anyone would stand up for them.
I think silence is one of the failures in people today. That when they see an injustice or an intolerance, that they stay silent. And that's the worst thing.
Which is why our gay actress
I just wanted to thank you guys so much.
is so personally touched by the support she's seeing.
Brenda, you were acting. This wasn't real. And you're in tears.
It's real for me. This is my everyday life.
Elma, this is Jack Twist. And Jack, this is my wife, Elma.
Howdy.
Hello?
Oh, you got a kid.
Yeah, I got two little girls, Elma Jr. and Jenny.
I got a boy.
Yeah?
8 months old.
Well,
Smiles a lot. Married to pretty little gal in Childress, Texas.
yeah.
Maureen.
No. So me and Jack, we're gonna head out and get ourselves a drink. Yeah?
Sure enough.
Pleased to meet you, ma'am.
We might not get back tonight when we get to drinking and talking and all.
All these people come from different walks of life, but they have one thing in common.
I was home, it was just an ordinary day, and he said, "Oh, let's go sit on the couch. There's something I need to talk to you about." So he just came out with it. There was no preparation for it.
You begin thinking all again of the dreams you've dreamed for your child. And this was not one of your dreams. This was not in the plan of life you had hoped for your child.
I would sort of consider myself liberal, but when it came into my backyard and it was my son, then it was like I realized I was a little bit hypocritical.
The moment had come. I think he simply could not anymore feel like he was hiding who he was from his family. So he reached over and turned the radio off and said the 10 words that changed my life. "Mom, have you ever wondered if I might be gay?"
I was afraid of disappointing my parents probably the most. My dad and I had kind of a difficult relationship at times, and I did fear what my dad's reaction might be.
At one point I felt like that I want to die, that why did I raise my son that way?
I can remember standing up in front of the deacon body, there's about 50 deacons, and saying, "Where do these queers get the belief that they're Christians? The Bible says they're abomination."
It was so evil and so bad that we almost couldn't talk about it. It was worse probably than murderers or rapists. You just had the idea it was so terrible that it was unspeakable.
I could feel this cloud of Asian shame come down on my shoulders and taking the breath away, and I remember tears just streaming down my face.
Her reaction said, "Oh my goodness, my child is gay. It's over. Leave. Get out."
I actually did think about turning my back on him because I was devastated. You just want to just get away, turn your back, go another way.
He had every reason to think that we might do what other parents have done, which is to say to your child, "You no longer live here. You're no longer our son." I've heard stories of kids who come home, their belongings are on the curb. I've heard stories of kids that come home and ring the doorbell at Christmas and they shut the blinds and will not answer the door. He had every reason to believe that something bad could happen to him too, and yet he loved us enough to take a chance.
You're saying a lot, Carl. You're saying a lot without saying nothing at all.
I'm saying that your husband is a man, Joe. I'm a man every day of the week. I'm a man. I'm just a man who enjoys having sex with another man, Joe. No attachments, no relationship, just sex, That's what I'm saying. And I'm sorry.